Okay, I'm trying. There we go. Hey, everybody. Hello, and thank you for the connection. I'm Michelle Stefferson with michellestefferson.com. And just curious, have you been struggling with your mornings like I have been? Are you looking for ways to help step up your game? I invite you to follow my journey of Miracle Morning and hoping it provides you value as you start your miracle morning as well and your journey with that. I'm going to share with you some things. Okay. I purchased this book, Miracle Morning. It is absolutely fantastic. And I'm going to tell you, first of all, the reason why I bought this book. I am so not, or I'm going to stop right there with that because I don't want to put it out into the law of attraction. I so am working on being a morning person. In the past, and I'm going to say, and for the risk of putting my age out there, I'm just going to go ahead and do it anyway. For the last 48 and a half years, I have struggled with my mornings like you wouldn't even believe. Oh, my word. I'm going to tell you, safely, I'm going to tell you, I'm not like one of those in-between kind of person. And what do I mean by that? I'm not the kind of person, really, and I've tried this many, many times in my life, believe me. I'm not the kind of person that I can stay up like really, really late at night and then just pop up, bushy-tailed and all of that in the morning. Like 7 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. Absolutely not. I never was that way. Well, in my 20s, I do actually have to say that in my 20s, I could go out all night and then get up and go, and I worked, I don't know, I had like 3 or 4 jobs, for crying out loud. And then do it all over again. And I wasn't very productive at all, though, in my 20s. I really wasn't that productive in my 30s either, to be quite honest with you. I don't know how I managed to get anything done, to tell you the truth. But what I can tell you is I am a very, very routine individual. Now, that can be good. That can be bad. It can be good because once you get on a routine, and once I'm on a routine, I stick to that. I stick to my guns. You can't get me off my routine. If one little thing gets into my routine, it kind of flusters me. I don't want to say it screws up my whole day. It really doesn't screw up my whole day. It kind of flusters me, so that's one thing good about the routine for me. The other side of it, or the other hand of it, is that getting on a routine or starting a new one is so hard for me to do. And for those of you watching out there, I don't know if you know me personally, you know that I have managed to create some level of success in my life and my business, I've managed to do that by staying on a routine and treating my business just like, with the same respect as a job outside the home. Oh, all of those things are really, really important. And you need to stay consistent with that. And I'm real good at staying consistent. I'm real good at being laser focused. And in other episodes, we'll talk about that, staying laser focused and consistent, So once I have a routine in place, I'm good, right? But I'll tell you something, the mornings for me, I want to be careful how I put this out into the universe, because the law of attraction, what you think about and what you spew from your mouth becomes who you are, it becomes who you are, and you want to be careful of that, so I'm going to be careful. I'm going to be choosing my words very wisely here. Mornings, no good. No good. But I'm learning how to fall in love with mornings. One thing I can tell you is I do have to be careful. I know what my body is made of, I totally know what my body is made of, and I know that I can't go to bed late and wake up early and be a productive person. So I have to be very, very diligent about the time management, or what I call me management, So really, the miracle morning has got to start with the night before. There is no question about that. That's number one. Okay? And so the night before, I know that I need to get my buns in bed 10:30 the latest. Really. If I'm expected to get up at like 7 o'clock in the morning or something like that, I know that I have to. That's number one. And number two, I want to say this is real important. I know for a lot of us, especially myself, when we go to bed with a lot of things on our head, and I know I do, especially for the day after, what kind of blog posts I want to write, the prospects I have to call back, the follow-ups, blah, 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 blah. If that sits on your brain all night, you're never going to get to sleep. So one of the things that I've always done is I throw up on paper, okay? And it doesn't matter. It's for your eyes only. Nobody else is going to be looking at it. Who cares? Could be a scratch piece of paper, right? Journal. I've purchased a journal recently, and that's been helping. But vomit on paper, okay? Write it all out, whatever's going on in your mind, any ideas, and it just so happens that my creativity peaks at that time, and if I don't get it all out on paper, it's going to leave my mind, first of all. So the next day, I'm not going to remember any of it, right? And then I'm not going to be able to get to sleep, thinking about all the things I got to do or want to do. So get it on paper. Just put it down, write it down, get it on paper, and then you can sleep better. What I also like to do is essential oils. I have a diffuser. I think it's called a diffuser that I've gotten. My friend Bevan Green. Shout out to Bevan. She does It Works, and I have an auto ship with It Works with Bevan for a long, long time now. Awesome product. So if you want to go get some of her products, let me go look that up. I want to make sure that I have her link correct. Okay, her link, in case you want that, is Wrap Me Skinny by B as in boy, right? Bevin, Bevin. It's like Kevin, but with a B. G, okay, G, dot, myitworks.com. Okay? And I'll say that one more time. Wrap Me Skinny by Bevin, G, okay, .myitworks.com. Go check that out. And I had bought the essential oils and the diffuser, and I put that on at night before I go to bed, the calming essentials oil. I even have lavender essential oils. And I put that in there, and that helps soothe my mind. It really does. Oh, it does wonders. I'll tell you that right now. So really, your miracle morning has got to start in the evening time. That's number one, incredibly important. Now, for me, I've worked at home. My company I'm with, I've been there for almost 11 years, and I've worked at home. You know, I've been a self-employed person for a very, very long time, so I've created my own work hours, which is pretty awesome. However, you know, I haven't had to wake up with an alarm clock, and I know those of you out there are saying, oh, but Michelle, that's really awesome, huh? You know, yeah, it is really awesome. But if you want to create more magic in your life, really, you need to be, what's the word I'm looking for? You need to be more regimented. I don't know if that's the exact word I'm looking for. Maybe it is. You need to be a little bit more regimented, okay? Because it's great to wake up whenever you feel like it and then, you know, get to work, and then you're in your pajamas all day, and then before you know it, you know, the kids are walking in from school, or, you know, your husband's coming home from the job, or, you know, whatever. It's time for dinner, you know, family time, and then what? You know, so I've created my routine within that, you know, and I can tell you that I had created an awesome routine. You know, I would take my coffee and go right down to my computer and check my emails and do a little tiny bit of social media marketing. Go into my contact manager to see what leads came in, you know, gear myself up, and then start calling those leads and follow-ups and whatever, you know, and then I would time myself, and, you know, and that's all well and good. So that's an awesome routine, right? But at the same time, there's so many more things that I want out of this life. There's so many more things that I want. There's so many more things. And, you know, that old saying, the early bird catches the worm, is true. You know, through my life, I never actually really, I guess, understood what the heck that meant. But there are studies out there. If you check it out and Google it, I'm a big YouTube fan, you know. You can find anything and everything on YouTube. And I've done research on this, I'll tell you something. And it really is truth. People that get up in the morning and follow a specific routine in the morning lead happier lives, get more done, you know, thus success follows that, you know. And although, like I said earlier, though I've created some kind of level of success in my life, I want more, and I think that everyone else in this world wants more too, right? But they just don't know. They really don't know what the heck to do, right? That was me. I don't know what the heck to do. I'm saying to myself, you know, I treat this like a job outside the home, same respect as that. You know, I get up, I go to work, I do what I do, I follow my scripts. I'm doing it. And I've created a level of success from doing that. But there's so much more, right? There's so much more. And by reading this book, right, The Miracle Morning, and I'm going to tell you something, guys. I just started this book. I actually just started reading this book. And so far, wow, it really has changed my perception of so many things. Now, I'm not going to tell you that my mornings have gotten easier yet, right? Because there's a part in this book that tells you that the first 10 days can be hard. especially if you never were a morning person, right? You know, one thing I also understood is that we need to exercise. We need to exercise. Now, it's awesome to work from home, okay? It's awesome creating a residual income, you know, working hard at it, you know, and doing that. But we need to exercise. We need to get up out of the dang chair and do some kind of exercise every day. 10 minutes on a bike, right? Or treadmill, or getting your buns up, going to the gym, or walking around the block, something. We all need to do that, because when we exercise, we stay healthy, right? Because what sense is it to create some kind of level of freedom if you can't enjoy it, if you're not healthy, right? What the heck is the sense in that? You know, health is everything. Health is wealth. That I totally know. You know, and we need to do that. We need to put that into our routine. We need to wake up at the same exact time every day and go to bed at the same exact time every day. I've gotten the go to bed thing pretty well down pat, but I don't have the morning down pat yet, I'll tell you, because the last 48 years of my life has been what they've been. The last 11 years of working with, you know, my company, you know, has been awesome. But I just started at any old time I felt like it, right? Which really wasn't bad. It was pretty good, pretty cool. But that morning, and I've learned a lot from Ray Higdon, rayhigdon.com. I follow him. I've met him. I've had the pleasure of meeting Ray at Speak Your Team Rich in Fort Myers, Florida, at the end of January 2016, that just passed, and watched some of his Miracle Morning as well. And in this book here, there's lots of different things that you can read and hear about, you know, these people and what their daily routine is, you know. So it'll really help you put into perspective of what what a daily routine for you could look like, okay? There's no right way. Well, there's kind of a right way. There's no wrong way of doing it. It's what's going to work for you, okay? Now, some people in this book will say they wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Some people say they wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and some people wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, right? But my goal is to wake up at a certain time of day so that I've had my coffee, I've had my gratitude time with myself, get in some exercise, not check any emails or any of that stuff at that point in time at all. But while I'm exercising on a bike or something like that, you know, when you're on a treadmill or when you're on a bike, I think better on a bike, you know, one of those kind that you have in your house, that then is when you should do the multitasking, you know, checking your emails on your phone, doing a little social media, you know, doing all that kind of stuff. Then, at that time, right? Multitask. That's a good multitask. You know, and then at that time, also, there should be room that you need to have for podcasts. Now, I have podcasts on my phone that I'm doing this video with you right now. Some podcasts that I listen to Ray Higdon. You know, there's many different things that I have there, Robert Kiyosaki, you know, people like that I have on for podcasts that I can listen to as well while I'm exercising, right? Because in the morning, you really want to put in the good stuff. You really need to put in that good stuff. I'll tell you something. Mornings for me Oh my word. If I don't have some kind of a routine, mornings I think are probably the worst time for me. It could be. I want to be careful. Law of attraction again, right? And I know for a lot of you out there, it probably is too. I would imagine. The first thing in the morning, as soon as you open your eyes, what happens? Well, what happens to me is the damn demons, you can go back to bed a little while longer. What are you doing? You can do that tomorrow. Right? And we have to learn how to shut those stupid things off. We need to shut that off. All of that junk that enters our mind. It does for me, and I know it's probably doing it for you too. So, in the morning, first things first, and we need to drink a lot of water. We need that to stay healthy. 75% of our body is water. Is probably get up and drink down some really healthy alkaline water. If you'd like a link to the water that I drink, the alkaline and the ionite, you can go to, let me get you that link. You can go to Better Benefit Options with an S, .basicreset.com. betterbenefitoptions.basicreset.com. And I drink lots of alkaline water. For those of you out there that have followed my Facebook page know that I had one of my closest friends who passed away recently of cancer. And I'm telling you, cancer cannot live in an alkaline body. All right? And I'm in a big mission with that. That'll be for another Periscope. That'll be for another Periscope, okay? But let's stay on focus here with the Miracle Morning. So I want to share some things with you. I took some notes, and I've journalized some things, and I have it here on this piece of paper. Like I said, doesn't have to be anything fancy. And I'm going to tell you something. The very first day, like the next day once I started reading this book, what happens to me in the morning? I have a hard time focusing. I'm so tired. I can't think straight at all. What I've been told, and I'm reading in my notes here, what I've been told is to wake up when you want and make your own schedule. Have managed time well during my day, and I have stayed laser focused, but my limiting beliefs crawl in. And I'm tired during the day and normally can't eat when I first get up. With my coffee, went straight to get back to look up my websites and read up to So I read up to chapter 3 at that first interval, my first sitting. I couldn't stop reading it. It was actually awesome. But when I got up the next day, this is the notes that I took. And it was really, really hard. But the reason why is I didn't start with my, the night before. Right? I didn't do that. So what I'm doing is I'm giving myself some wiggle room here. Now, let's see. I woke up at 8:30. I didn't have an alarm clock. The book tells you should have your alarm clock. I need to get with the program still. By 9 a.m., I was at my desk searching for the sites to go to that this book tells me to do. Okay? And I did drink 24 ounces of water, went to the bathroom, TMI, right, TMI, brushed my teeth, fed my cats, grabbed my coffee, went to my desk. But the whole point is not to go to my desk and do some other stuff first, right? The next day, I woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning. I still didn't have an alarm clock, but I need to get that alarm clock, okay? Get the book, The Miracle Morning. You'll see exactly what I mean. I did drink my water right away. I had my alkaline water. in a bottle next to my bed on my nightstand. So as soon as I woke up, I drank down that water. And it made me more alert. Gave me better focus rather than having a hard time focusing. Went to the bathroom, made my bed, fed my cats, drank more water, the alkaline and the iodine mix, had my coffee, and I sat outside with my coffee this time. But it was a really nice day out. I live on Long Island in New York, and the month of March is really treacherous, although we've been really having a good March. But it's hard. I'm a spring and summer person. I have to work on myself with this winter thing. Okay, I got to figure myself out here with that. I was tempted to look at my emails on the phone. I was tempted to do that. Instead, I listened to my podcasts, Ray Higdon and whatnot. I did listen to a book online, Delivering Happiness by Tony Hsieh. I listened to The Conscious Millionaire and the MLSP Wake Up Call. Okay. I did have a smoothie, right? And I use the NutriBullet for my smoothie, okay? And so what I did is I had a berries and kale mix with a scoop of superfood, the creamy vanilla, which I got from my friend Bevan, that has the It Works, So again, that It Works is Wrap Me Skinny by Bevan G. Let me go into that again. Wrap Me Skinny by Bevan G.myitworks.com. And so it's the creamy vanilla. I put a scoop in there. And I put some bee pollen inside there. And the bee pollen you can get with the alkaline water and the ionized Better Benefit Options basicreset.com. Okay. And I did great. Right? I did great. All right. I don't want to beat myself up. I'm very, very demanding on myself. I did great in consideration of the very first day that I just explained to you. I did great. But, I'm still working on the first, I don't even want to say that I feel like I didn't actually start on my 30 days journey with Miracle Morning. But I have started, if that makes any sense. I'm kind of rummaging through myself and getting myself in order. Because really what I want to do is I want to exercise in the morning. I want to I said earlier, I'm a very routine individual. And once I get that routine down, my word, I'm going to be unstoppable. Because again, when I'm in a routine, I do that routine no matter what happens. I'm doing this routine. And then you do anything in a certain period of time, it becomes who you are. So you don't have to think about it, right? So I'm on this journey here with my Miracle Morning. And let's see, what page have I gotten up to? I'm on page 38. Talking about visualizing what you really want. I don't know if you can see that. That's what I'm up to. Okay? Now, I've always worked on personal development every single day, no matter what. Again, like I said earlier, the demons come in the morning time. No matter what, they come in the morning time. If I don't do something to fix those and shut those demons up, look at what happens, right? I know, I told you I created some level of success. But I want more, right? We all want more from this world. Oh, man, you know, I'm going to tell you what's going through my head right now, guys. This is what's going through my head. I want to be a morning person, but then I have something else coming in while I'm saying that is, well, you really don't like mornings. Need to learn how to shut that up. I want to be a morning person to some kind of degree. Okay, the some kind of degree is that demon. I guess I've been kind of good. What's the word I'm looking for? Faking it. I don't know. I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. You know, I'm really doing the best I can with this morning thing. I'm great in the afternoon and into the evening, right? You know, but if we don't change, if we don't make some changes, nothing's going to change. If we don't stretch that rubber band, you know, you have to get into some kind of uncomfortable space in order to grow. If you are continuing to be comfortable, you're not growing. Oh, my word. That is something that I've really adopted in my life, especially lately. I know that if I want to be better, I have to get better. And I need to be uncomfortable to some kind of degree. I need to be in order to grow into where I want to be. No, that was kind of a crazy way of saying it, but that really is the truth. And this miracle morning, that I'm still uncomfortable. I'm going to admit it to you. I'm humbling myself right now to tell you that. I'm humbling myself because I know that there's somebody out there today that needs to hear it too. Somebody is struggling out there. We're getting their act together in the morning, like me. Somebody out there is. And I hope that I've been a blessing to you today, as you, the viewers, are a blessing to me. No doubt. And we'll take this journey together. I'm going to continue with these episodes as I move forward. I'm kind of positioning my brain and my mindset to jump into this thing without procrastinating. Because I think most of the reasons why we procrastinate in anything is because of some kind of fear. I don't know. This is, I don't know why the heck changing your morning routine would be a fear, to be honest with you. Why? No, I don't think it's a fear. I think that we're so comfortable with being there, you know, that we fall into this comfort zone and just want to stay there. Well, that's cool. But if that's only what you want, right? If that's the only thing that you want, just to be right there where you're at, then that's awesome. You're a success. Right? But if there's something about you that you want to change, well, you're still a success regardless, right? Because you're recognizing the fact that there are some things that need to be changed. You're recognizing that. You're stepping up to the plate. And no matter how uncomfortable it is, you're going to figure it out. That's the bottom line to success, is just figuring it out. But working on it every day, right? You want to work on the damn thing every day. You know, no matter what you do, you want to work on it. You know, and that's what I'm doing. I'm working on my miracle morning so I can be better. I want to do more videos. I want to get more creative. I want to get out more out there to you guys so that I can provide more value to you. That's what I want. I want to help people. I want to help you. And if by humbling myself more, right, by sitting there humbling myself and just laying it out to you, if that's going to help you, that's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to, put on the humble hat. I need to get a hat that says humble on it, right? And we'll do the humble hat thing, different hats. We'll wear our hats in our videos. Make it a little bit more fun. Sounds good, right? Don't know where to buy these hats. I'll have to make them on Vistaprint, maybe. But for now, I got my coffee mugs, and I can certainly do my coffee chats with different mugs. That sounds cool, right? But I just don't want to fill up my whole house with 10,000 mugs and dust collectors. I don't want to do that. Anyway. But this is my miracle morning so far. Episode 1. I can sit here all day with you guys and chat with you. There's no question about it. But if this video has provided you any value, please feel free to share it. I'll be posting this on my blog at michellestefferson.com. I'll be uploading it to YouTube and my channel on YouTube. You can look me up there and do a search for Michelle Stefferson. And certainly, if you need more leads for your business, you can go to michellestefferson.com. And when you go there, you can pick up my free ebook, 118 ways and places to find leads and get your phone ringing off the hook. So please, guys, I hope I've been a blessing to you as you guys are a blessing to me. And with that being said, let's all get our mindset right. Let's have an outstanding miracle morning together on our journey. See you in the next video. Bye for now.